Very good day today.
Yes, indeed.
Good day indeed.
Good day, good day.
Jolly, it sure is hot today, lads.
Oh, it sure is, Winston. Sometimes I feel bad for the factory workers. Such poor working conditions.
Oh boy, this work sure is hard. Gotta work that cash. Gotta get that cash.
They spend almost 14 hours a day working. The story of these workers are absolutely terrible. They die from exposure to heat and dangerous machinery.
Well, they have to provide for the family somehow.
True, true. When the father doesn't make enough money to support his family, his wife and children need to go to work and do those horrible jobs.
Especially the coal drawers. A friend of mine told me about that, and it's just so horrible. People have to do these things to support their families. They drag carts of coal for a living.
At least the economy is getting stronger, and we're rich, so why worry about them? They probably made some wrong decision in the past.
Jason, this is the definition of the class struggle. You sit here only caring about yourself and your money, while people are out there working their off, and you could care less. The lower classes are struggling just to get by, and you are here with your luxurious goods and enjoying foreign goods every day.
Yeah, yes. Not to mention that you pay for them just enough so that they can get a change of clothes and buy a spell of bread.
Mates! Don't you understand the bigger issue here? Look at me. This rapid industrialization across the globe is killing our planet's environment. Us, being the privileged in society, should help the lower classes and solve the issues of tainted water supply, deforestation, and global sickness.
It's a lovely day today, so whatever you've got to do, you got a lovely day to...
Guys, I have the idea.
What is it?
Yeah, what is it?
Well, if we are the leaders of Britain's economy and commerce, it is our duty to ensure the lives of British citizens all over the British Empire.
Their lives are plentiful as it is. If we lead the world in textile, iron, and steel, we are booming. We don't need them.
Actually, calm yourselves right now. Only the four of us are improving. The upper class. This whole time, have you not seen the commoner struggling? Please recognize that we need to fix this as soon as possible.
I love working in industrial society to support my family because that's what I have to do. Otherwise, I'll be homeless and get dysentery or something.
You may be right, but we are a capitalist society. That's how it works. They have rich investors, us, that facilitate the import of raw materials and the making of products, which we pay common people to make, and they pay the salary right back to us and more for the products they build. It's an absolute genius principle. Common people provide us all the materials we need for the homeland, and nobody will suffer.
That would be the ideal circumstance, Jason. And speaking of society, have you guys heard about the socialist societies?
Yes. Pretty interesting. Living and providing for one another. What is especially interesting about this is how the village is thriving. They are still turning a hefty profit. How is it that the prices of goods can be sold at a fair amount, wages can be much higher, and, like I said, a hefty profit can be turned by the community?
I also heard lots of communist ideas sparking in the East. It is similar to socialism, and people's lives improve. Also, that guy Karl Marx has made various advances in communist thinking.
Bloody, that guy Karl Marx, he's nuts.
Well, some of his ideas make sense. That eventually the commoner and working classes in capitalism will revolt and try to bring down the higher classes, further pulling everyone on the same level and living in a socialist type government with sharing for the common good.
How do you even know about this?
Well, actually, I read, unlike some other people, and decided to pick up the Communist Manifesto when I was searching for books to read a couple of days ago.
Sorry, I only read English books because I'm an English investor, not a Russian one.
Really, I think you're just afraid to lose your place in the communist society.
Guys, chill out. Break it up. Break it up. Guys, chill it out.
Indeed. Alright, yes. Let's focus on more important issues, shall we?
How are everyone's factories been?
My factory has been alright actually. It has a rail line that runs from the factory to the river where a steamboat imports raw materials that reach me pretty quickly. Transportation is the future of our trade.
That's actually quite amazing. But my factory is doing that and more. As you know, I advocate for a better life. My workers receive some entertainment breaks in which they gamble, drink fights, start fights. It's kind of illegal, but whatever.
Well, that sounds terrible. My workers post 100% to produce cutting-edge new technology like iron weapons, musket, steel ships, and much more.
Sounds like you both are turning quite a profit influencer.
Bloody good day, lads.
In the name of the celestial and holy being, which we know as Providence. What is that?
It is a token of my imperial adventures in Africa. It is known as a boar's head.
What an enthralling fact of the matter.
When we left off, we were talking about industrialization.
Yes, our industrial process has fostered the advancements of societies and new ideas around the world.
Yes, I agree. The technological advancements that came out of industrialization fostered the imperialist societies that we know today. The example is the ironclad and other steamships that give industrial societies such as the United States an advantage over the non-industrialized in military strength, transportation, and communication.
In addition, some more examples can be the telegraph, which was invented years ago in 1832 by a fellow Englishman to advance our communication system and get an edge over our enemies.
Indeed, this meeting has brought some interesting topics to my cranium, thinking about war and superior technology.
This is why I love industrialization. I bet next time we go to war, we will definitely win.
Sorry, I cannot say the same. Russia needs to step up in its industrialization or it will get crushed. In addition, industrialization creates competition between the empires, such as the Great Game between Great Britain and Russia. And these can spark global conflict.
This is true. Russia is a sleeping beast, and we must be able to fight it when it wakes up.
Those Russians still have a while to go. They are nowhere near our industrialization level.
Well, the socialist and communist ideas that are growing there may help you out.
What even is the difference between socialism and communism?
Golly in my cranium, I was pondering the same individual fact of matter that we were discussing recently in the relevant past, in which Winston referenced the topic of socialism and communism in the light that he did not fully interpret.
in the correct manner in which Stefan mentioned the fact of socialism and communism.
Well, Dermont, Cranium, and Winston, socialism is an economic system that requires more taxes and government control of the economy, and public gains various benefits. The public gains lowered education costs and free healthcare. The class system also becomes more equal.
But homestone is communism.
Communism is a system in which the government has full control over the economy and attempts to limit the wage gap between groups. Communism starts when the working class revolts and rises up against the government in a communist revolution. Then the classes will become equal and will be guided by an elite government, such as a dictator. In the economy, collectivism is encouraged and large companies are the property of the government. In the end, a more equal society forms that has a stable economy with an emphasis on military strength.
That sounds like a hippie idea to me. How can that ever be achieved? Naturally, capitalism and democracy are the more sophisticated choices.
Agreed, good chum. Communism can stay in Russia. We do not want that here.
Yes, naturally, but socialist does not sound too bad. In fact, it may be a good way to improve the economy, society, and working conditions.
Yes, I too believe that socialism may be the right way to go. It combines the equality ideas of communism and the production aspects of capitalism for a well-rounded system.
Yes, good show.
Industrialization is a powerful but dangerous system. We must be careful as to not abuse the people that are under us or to damage this planet.
Yeah, I know. Let's grab a drink. I just saw another shipment of textiles to some goof.
I know the great place that says Beats Burger Beer.
Hey, let's give it a shot.
What's the plan, comrade?
Alright, my comrade. We are here to assassinate Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria.
This will definitely
I will go in first with explosive bomb.
You shall do the job.
Hey, God with you always.
Yes, with your spirit.
Hello, I am Austrian Archduke.
Die!
What was that?
Oh no! He's not back.
Get him, boys, get him!
My comrade has
The
failed.
water is too shallow.
What shall
I have
I do?
not died.
He has failed.
Whatever, I will give
I must complete it myself.
You're the last one. Complete the mission.
It is time. God bless my soul.
Ah!
Who are you?
I am not dead. What has happened? I am not dead.